Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
50-50.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
On play action, now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Got three down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Macklin, the man he was looking for. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 20. 30. Hey, 20.
First carry for Frank Gore, the newest and oldest Dolphin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hogan. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Rolling to his right. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
All right, here we go. No. 3 now. Like 20. Like 20. Wait.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's incomplete. They were trying to get it to Macklin that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. Going back to Macklin. This time he's got him. Complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get. Maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Caleb Balaj. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go, zero, zero, zero. Go, zero, zero, zero. Go. Run. Go.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at about the 32.
We got three, fellas, we got three. 46 is right there, check it.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Three down. 52-29. Alpha.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Brady now on first down. Over to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now Brady throwing on second down. Floating one incomplete. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it third down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Brady again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Wait, 20! Wait!
Throwing again. Brady. And this is Jeremy Maclin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, he created a big run. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Good stuff.
On second down, here's Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
50-50.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. on second down, Michelle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Brady on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brady going to throw. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Tannehill brought in over the middle by Grant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. Brady to throw on second down. And right side caught Hogan. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Right!
Brady now on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And all the way up to the 46. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Hogan. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken at the 23. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st down, it's Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Balaj. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. And he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now Tannehill, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play. A turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Again, it's Balaj. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They run it with Balaj. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff for Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers throwing a quick slant or something like that.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So here now is Kai Forbath with the pressure on. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was trying to fit it into Gronkowski there, and now it's second down. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And got his man. Complete. They give him a gain of 37. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Now the return will stop right around the 25. He was looking for Macklin that time. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants, so the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road band together, and get it done.
So for Miami, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.